Alright guys, in this screencast we are going to cover how to draw our elevations for our front, right, back, and left side of our house. So your elevations are done after your floor plan is complete. So after you have all of your elements that you need, your appliances, permanent fixtures, labels, dimensions, doors, windows, after you have all that stuff done, you're going to draw your elevations. And your elevations are a two-dimensional drawing of each side of the house. So you are pretending that you are standing on ground level and you are looking at the side of the house, and you are essentially drawing what you would see if you were looking at the house. So we're going to start on the right side of the house. And the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my line tool and I'm going to extend the exterior corners. So I'm going to extend this corner by drawing a straight line, hitting escape, and I'm going to extend this corner as well. I'm not concerned with how long this line is right now. After you extend those corners, you're going to take your line tool and you're going to draw a straight line along the y-axis through your extensions. Next, you're going to offset this line by your wall height. Some of you will have an 8-foot wall, some of you will have a 9-foot wall. I'm going to choose an 8-foot wall, so I hit offset. I type in 8 feet, hit enter, and then I hit escape. And what I'm going to do next is trim all of the lines that I do not need. So I hit trim, right click. I'm just trimming all the lines that I don't need, that way I don't get confused with my drawing. So there is the right side of my house with the 8-foot wall height. After you have your wall outline done, you need to show the position of your windows and doors. So what you do is you take your line tool, very similar to what you did on the exterior corners. You're going to offset your windows, or not offset, you're going to extend your windows through your wall. And you're also going to do that to your doors as well. So any doors that lead to the outside, you need to extend those through your wall. Alright, so I'm extending these right now. And my garage door as well. And instead of extending, again, you could offset this line by the length of your garage door, which is 14 feet. And you can do that as well. After you do that, you are going to trim the lines that you don't need. Right click, trimming these lines. And now I have the position of my doors and windows. Okay? What I'm going to do next is I need to show the height of my windows and doors, and the height of my windows are going to be the same height as my doors. So that's going to be, realistically, your door height should be 6 feet 10 inches. And here we're going to make it 7 feet. So I offset by 7 feet. I'm going to offset the bottom of my elevation. So this is the bottom of my elevation, because when you go to put it on, alright, you're going to rotate that up, and this side will be the bottom. Offset that by 7 feet, hit escape, and then I'm going to trim, again, the lines that I do not need. And I'm trimming everything, I'm keeping everything nice and clean. I'm trimming these lines up between the height of my door and the height of my my wall. Don't need that. Don't need that line. Okay, so there is my window outline, my door outline, and my garage door outline. Next, I need to offset the bottom to the bottom of my window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset, and I want my bottom. I want this to be, let's say, I want this to be a 3-foot window. I want it to be a 3-foot window. Okay. So since the height of my window is 7 feet, right? I'm going to offset by. Well, I want it to be 3 feet from the ground, so I'm actually just going to offset by 3 feet. Whoop, not that way. I'll set it that way, and then I need to trim, again, the lines that I don't need. Again, I want to keep trimming and keep everything nice and organized. That way I don't get confused. Alright, so there, my garage door, my window. Next, I'm going to draw the frames. So I'm going to have a 3-inch frame or a 2-inch frame around the windows. So I'm going to offset by 2 inches. I'm going to go to the inside. Hit escape, and then I need to trim the lines that overlap. Alright. And now I need to add the trim to my door. The trim for my door is going to be 3 inches. So I offset by 3 inches. And then fill those corners. Same thing for my garage door. I'm going to offset by 3 inches. And I want to fill those corners as well. Alright, so now what you can do is you can come over here, and I don't like to use these windows. They're created for you, but I don't like to use them because sometimes they don't fit. However, your doors are standard sizes, so I'm going to highlight my door here. And you don't have to use this door, you can create your own door. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to copy it over here. And then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm going to move that upper corner to the upper corner right there. There's my door. Right now for your window, easiest way to do it is just hatch it. So you're going to hatch your window, and I'm going to hatch this part. Then I'm going to come up to hatch edit, click, and I'm going to come down to gradient, change my color to something a little bit lighter, something like that. I'm going to hit that. Then I need to rotate it 90 degrees, hit OK. There's my window, and then I'm going to come up to hatch, or I'm going to hatch my frame. Zoom in a little bit, hatch the frame. Type in hatch edit again, And this time we're going to use a solid color. Swatch. Solid. I'm going to change that to, well, not that. We're going to change the color to black. And there is my window. Now you can add like interior frames if you want to and all that, get fancy with it. That's a basic window. Now for your garage door, it's going to be a little different. You're going to hatch. Click on the area, hatch edit, and you might have a sliding garage door, but you're gonna choose a hatch style here that sort of matches the garage door. You might choose dash. You might choose. We're gonna choose line here or plast. We're gonna change the scale to 10, and we're gonna change the color to like a gray. Change that to, we'll keep it like that for right now. Hit OK. I need to rotate that though, so I type in hatch edit again. Click it. You need to rotate it 90 degrees. We're going to make our scale a little bit bigger. We're going to go 20. Hit OK. And there's the garage door. Same thing with the frame. We're going to hatch the frame. We're going to make that black. Hatch edit. We're going to go down to swatch, other predefined, solid, change the color, no, we're going to change the color to black. And looks like I actually didn't do the color right on the garage door, so I'm going to type in hatch edit. And color, yeah, I want to change this to like a darker gray. So I know it's not the prettiest. Again, you can get really fancy and add windows in here and stuff like that. Draw it in yourself. You can get really fancy, but it's not required. So there's a wall. To hatch your wall, you type in hatch. And then hatch edit. Swatch, other predefined. A lot of people like brick, which there's brick. A lot of people like wood. A lot of people like stone. So you can pick. I'll just choose brick for right now. And I'm going to change my color to red, white. I'm going to change it to 5. Again, 5 just a guess. Hit OK. It looks like it's a little too small. And I also need to rotate the brick so it's going the right way. So I type in hatch edit again, click, change the scale to 10. I'm going to rotate this by 90 degrees. Hit OK. And there is my brick. So for the other walls, I'm not gonna show them to you and how to. I'm just gonna give you a couple pointers here. So for this wall, I see how there's 2 different tiers. There's a tier here and a tier here. And there's actually a tier here as well. So again, you're going to extend each corner. So I'm going to come up the line. I'm going to extend this corner. Repeat line. I'm going to extend this corner. Again, the length doesn't necessarily matter. Repeat line and extend this corner. Extend this corner. And so I have all my corners extended. Take my line, draw it straight through, and then I'm going to offset by 8 feet since I did that to the other wall, and then trim. And I would have to go in and extend my windows and all that. I'm not going to do that for this one, but I'm going to do different. I am going to show you a little trick here. So I'm going to come up to hatch. All right, and I'm going to hatch this and this. All right, and I'm going to click on the hatch again, and I'm going to come up to match properties. And all you have to do then is click on the brick, and it's the same scale. Everything, all you need to do is change the angle to 0. Alright, and it's going the right way. Now for this one, this little gap here, which represents this wall, I'm going to do a different hatch style. So I'm going to type in hatch. I'm going to do stone. So I click that. Hatch edit. Go to swatch, other predefined, and gravel. Keep it the same scale, so 10. I'm going to change this to a gray color and white, and hit OK. And there is my stone. So again, I would have to extend my windows and doors. I would do that before I hatched, but since I already showed you how to do it on this wall, I just wanted to show you how to do 2 different hatches on one wall. So again, for this wall, I would extend these corners here as well as this corner and do my hatches the same way. But basically, you extend the corners, trim your lines, extend the windows and doors, trim your lines, and then do your hatch patterns, and that's how you draw your elevations.